Ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight here to Gibson Field. We are in game number 3 of the Brandon Bell Classic. Happy to be with you here on Next Play Sports. My name is Chris Simmons, partner behind the scenes, Dre Garcia, helping tonight with all the technical aspects, able to bring this to you tonight on Facebook Live, as well as our website at nextplay.co, nextplay.co. Encourage you to check that out too. Listen, where we also have a radio feed, a video feed, all there covered for you. Going to be a good one tonight here. The Hornets 3-0 on the season at this point. We got Delbert Graves on the mound. You see him warming up right now. Coach Fitzgerald, very excited about him. Get to see him pound the zone and really come at it. The Hornets have to be pleased so far with their start here in the Classic earlier today. You have to have a close one. 10-run rule. The Garrison Bulldogs, one of the top teams and top-ranked teams in 2A, as well as the West Rusk Raiders took care of them last night in the game that was really just a drag, folks. It just took a while. There was a lot of walks and a lot of sitting and watching, but not a lot of action happening. And they won 13-1 over the West Rusk Raiders. Then back on Monday, we got to see them open up the season against the Woodville Eagles, and where Hank Warren went 5 innings with no runs, no hits, and then Matthew Gardner came out in relief and finished off the complete, no-hit shutout between both pitchers. And so they won that one over Woodville 9-0. Took on West Rusk, beat them 13-1, like we said. And then this morning, took care of business in game number 2 against the Garrison Bulldogs in this Brandon Belt Classic 11-1. So they take on the Livingston Lions here. Tough team all the way around. And I apologize on the front end here. We only have last names for the Livingston players, but they have the leadoff 1, 2, 3 for them is Ruiz, Seek, and Compton. That's the center fielder, pitcher, and third baseman, 4, 5, 6, Haynes, Leggett, and Cowis. We are just about ready to get things going here. 7, 8, 9, Brown, McNeil, Ward. Pitch coming from Graves, low and away for ball 1. We'll take you around the diamond here in just a moment for your Hudson Hornets. A lot of familiar names, a lot of what you're already used to here in this one. An update earlier today, Colin Pitts had an injury. He's nothing severely wrong. He'll be reevaluated in 5 days, but we won't have him up until that point. That one's going to miss, I guess, a touch low. Look right across the middle of the plate, but going to miss a touch low for Graves. He falls behind 2-0 to the center fielder. So Colin Pitts going to be okay. Going to be reevaluated, though, in 5 to 7 days. And we'll talk about his replacement here momentarily. 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. The Hornets, Delbert Graves on the mound. Remington Roth behind the plate, as we've seen. Carson Courtney over at first. Chandler Spencer at second. Hank Warren at short. Preston Kelly getting the start at third base for the good guys. Blake Slaga in left field. Colin Ross in center, and Ashton Grissom in right. It's a 2-1 count for Graves. That one missing low. 3-1 now. As with all things flexible and can change from, throughout the season. But Graves draw a leadoff walk to Ruiz. But all things flexible. But Graves slated in that number 2 spot in the rotation right now for the Hornets, behind Hank Warren, then Graves, and then kind of a toss-up. I mean, what you've seen with Matthew Gardner has been solid. You still haven't got to see Carson Courtney. You got to see Colin Ross in relief. Colby Turner. I mean, it's a deep rotation for this Hornet pitching staff. Ball taken low. Runner on the move to second. He's in safely. So 1-0 count. Now make it 2-0. That one missing inside for Graves. Wind blowing straight in here. Not too strong, but definitely not giving hitters any help. This morning, actually, the wind was blowing out. It's reversed on us. 2-1 count. As a strike gets in the zone to the opposing pitcher, Seek. Ball hit on the ground over to Carson Courtney. He'll take over to first base himself for the first out, moving the runner over to third base. Now Compton comes up. Compton playing third base. pregame, we got to talk with one of the assistant coaches for the Hornets, Wade Fitzgerald, kind of making our way through the whole staff. Breaking the ball, got him to go. Half-hearted attempt on it. So Graves, first batter he's got ahead of here early on. So an 0-1. The pitch. That's off speed as well, getting there. Strike two. So Graves now in control. Towering right-hand pitcher up on the mound. The pitch. Swung on, miss. Tag not applied. Throw down to first. Completes the strikeout. Ruiz is going to be held tied over at third base. So 2 down, and the number 4 hitter, Haynes, steps up, the catcher. You're in the top of the first. We're happy to have you here on Next Play Sports, and special thanks to all of our sponsors for making this happen. Two down, pitch coming. Graves working a breaking ball in. That's been the pitch that's kind of helped him establish his rhythm, getting the flow of the game. But we talked with Coach Fitzgerald earlier. We'll bring that conversation up for you after the first inning. Fastball in, upper half of the zone. Right across the middle, in for a strike. 0-2 count. The 0-2. Another breaking ball won't get him to chase. Time called at the plate. One-two pitch. That one misses just a touch outside on the fastball. Count even up 2-2. Graves set to deliver. Breaking ball can be found a mile back. Out of play over the Livingston fan side. Two. Fastball missed him upstairs. Count goes full. Haynes able to work its way back. First time we get to see Graves here on the mound for the Hudson Hornets in the regular season. Hopefully not the last. Check swing, he went. He got him to commit, and strike three. So Graves able to keep Ruiz stranded over at third base. And the first 2 strikeouts. We'll be right back after a quick break here on Next Play Sports. Welcome back here. Chandler Spencer in familiar territory leading off for the Hornets this evening. Spencer, 250 average here to this point early on in the season. Takes the first pitch for a strike. He has been walked those 6 times, leading the team in just being put on base the easy way. 0-1. Breaking ball, that one's missing low. He's able to hold up. He's working against the lefty, Seek of Livingston. One now, 1-2. So 1-2 count. Chandler Spencer. Give you the lineup here right after his at bat. 1-2, swung on, hit in the air, left field. A good read on it by Brown. Short left, he'll make the catch for out number 1. Here's the lineup for the Hornets here tonight. Saw Chandler Spencer, Colin Ross coming up next, followed by Hank Warren. Hank Warren, then Carson Courtney, Remington Roth, Blake Slaga. Batting in the 6th spot, number 7, Preston Kelly. Coming in for Colin Pitts. Pitts, great start to his year. 571 hitter, bringing in 7 RBIs. We'll be missing him, but praying he gets better soon. Delbert Graves and Ashton Grissom rounding out the lineup. First pitch swinging for Ross and just bounces foul down the right field line. So Ross liked the first one he saw, and the Hornets, been very patient in their approach early on, making the pitchers throw strikes. Tonight, though, you anticipate the Lions pitcher Seek is going to be pounding the zone. Lefty, a lot of movement on the ball. Looks to go with the off speed as it's put out pitch, kind of jamming up hitters. So 0-1 count to Colin Ross, batting .444. Ross 5 runs scored. Gets on base and likes to come on in. 1-1 count. It's a breaking ball, missed low and rolls back to the backstop. Seek throwing to Haynes behind the plate. Fastball right down the middle. In there, 1-2. Callis at first, Sandoval at second, McNeil at short, and Compton at third. Outfield left to right is Brown, Ruiz, and Ward. The 1-2 with 1 down. Breaking ball. That one misses outside. Evens things up at 2-2. Two pitch. Did he go? He did not go. On the appeal, umpire says he stayed still. So the count now 3-2. 3-2 with 1 down. The pitch. High and away. Ross working a walk. Hank Warren stepping up now. It's .429 average. Last game, highest producing one for him. 2 for 3 with a walk, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored earlier this morning. Seek missing with the fastball, low and away. Seep coming in, getting the inside part of the plate. I think taking on that one, 1-1. One pitch, hit hard over to third. Bobbled by Compton, won't get to play at second. Throws across the diamond though to first to retire Warren, moving the runner up to second base though. So Ross moves up to second. Carson Courtney steps up, and he's the, me and him discussed earlier the broadcasting curse, but at risk of doing that, been the hottest hitter for the Hornets. 7 for 9 to start off the season, batting .778. Has yet to walk. Has driven in 4. Has a chance to bring in Ross with the rip here. Zeke hitting about 85 on the radar gun up here on line drive. Going to bounce off the player over there for Livingston, or a coach. I think it's a coach. So Zeke touching about 85 or so on his fastball. More speed than what the Hornets have seen to this point in the tournament. Might be the most that they've seen in this very young season. 0-1 with 2 down. If you're joining us on the radio, thanks for listening in wherever you are and however you may be. If you're on video, hey, you're great as well. Happy to have you here. Facebook Live and also nextplay.co. Just want to remind you guys that, like earlier today, we had some issues trying to get with school going on and whatever trying to get through on Facebook. You can always find it at www.nextplay.co. That's nextplay.co. I'll say it till I'm tired of saying it, and you may just be starting to pick up on it. Typically how these things work. But 0-2 with 2 down. We'll spin to second. Ross back. The pitch coming. Breaking ball, missing outside. Again, it's a 1-2. Now we're at 2-2. Smacked over to second. Sandoval backpedaling a little bit, making the grab. Going over to first, and it's a scoreless first. We move on to the second. Before we do that, we have a conversation with Coach Fitzgerald that we got to have just before the game. We'll bring that to you here now.
Hey, joined now with assistant coach of the Hornets, Wade Fitzgerald, as we continue getting to talk with our staff throughout this Brandon Belt Classic. Coach, got to be pleased with what you've seen so far from your pitching staff here early on.
Very pleased, very pleased. Guys have been pounding the zone. Last night, Colby Turner, he had a little bit of issue there. I think the nerves kind of got him sophomore. But once he settled in, did well. The tempo of the game, we would like it to be a little bit more, upbeat. But just kind of sometimes the way it goes. Came out with a win this morning. Can't say enough about Gardner. He just attacked the zone, stayed on the outer half, mixed it up when he needed to. Just pounding the zone. The key.
What makes him so, pounding the zone, yes. Is there some kind of movement on the ball? Because hitters seem like they just struggle going against him.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got the late movement there with the fastball. Curveball comes around, sweeps around, gets the back door a lot on the righties. And just attacking, just keeping hitters in defensive counts. He did that this morning, and he came out with the win.
Coach, you got to be pleased too with seeing in your rotation getting to pull in Colin Ross as a reliever.
Yeah.
And he got some relief. What did you see from him in his short appearance?
Again, same thing. These guys are just keeping the ball down and staying ahead in the counts, keeping hitters out of offensive counts. I'm hitting with another pitch. Of course, our defense. Our fielding percentage right now is around .985, which I think we only have one error on the year right now. The pitchers are able to be comfortable keeping it in the zone, knowing that if there's contact, we're gonna make plays behind them. So.
Coach, with all these pitchers and these deep staffs, you got to have somebody behind the plate that can catch them and knows what to do. Tell me what you've seen so far with Remington Ross.
Remington's been outstanding. It's been tough. There's a lot of these younger guys coming in, and I talked to him last night about it with Colby coming in the game. I told him, hey, we just got to stay positive, stick with him. And a catcher, one of the biggest things is just having that relationship with the pitchers and gaining their trust. And Remington's doing a great job being a leader on the field.
Good. Love to see that. And tonight, Delbert Graves on the mound. What can you tell me about him, Coach?
He's one of our guys. And again, it sounds repetitive, but if he can just be in the zone, fastball, stay ahead in the counts, mix it up when he needs to, we should be okay.
We should be all right. Well, let's see what happens. Also, Coach, got to give you I got to get an answer from you in regards to what Coach Hines was saying. He made the statement, the bold prediction that he could take you in fungo golf any day. What's your response?
Coach Hines is, he's a talker.
Yes,
and I was videoing it this morning when he made that accusation, and I almost dropped the camera. But no, he probably could get me in fungo golf, but that and 25 cents to get him a cup of coffee. at McDonald's.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach. We might have to video it one day. We'll take y'all on 3 rounds of it and see what can happen. Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Assistant coach of the Hornets, Wade Fitzgerald, joining us. We'll be back in a moment with our lineups here on Next Play Sports.
Hey, special thanks to Coach Fitzgerald for joining us here in the pregame, getting to talk and hang out, chat a little bit about the pitching staff and what he's got to see. He's obviously pleased and a lot to be pleased about. Catching you back up here, we're at the 5 spot. Leggett, the DH for the Lions, finds himself in a 3-2 count against Delbert Graves. Still knotted up at nothing here in the top of the second. Pitch coming from Graves. That's breaking ball, missing low and away. He looks sort of second walk of the game. In the first, Graves surrendered that walk to the leadoff hitter Ruiz, who worked his way over to third and was left stranded. So first baseman Cowis up to the plate, takes ball 1. So 1-0, breaking ball. Missing as well. Quint's all over it, but just not all, just not quite getting the call. So it's 2-0 count. And the pitch. Fastball. Got the call, let her high across the middle. First strike. Two-one in there for a strike. Grazing the inside part of the plate. Evens things up 2-2. Take you around the diamond here one more time in a moment just to refresh of who's where. 2-2 coming from Graves. Breaking ball. Did he hold up? He did. The count once again full. Graves working himself into 4 full counts here in the first 6 batters. That fastball missing high. Walk surrendered. So 2-1. Tight zone that Graves is working against tonight. The lefty Brown plays left field for the Lions, steps in. Runners at first and second. The second inning brought to you by Bases Loaded Baseball and Softball Academy. Big swing and a miss from Brown. Bases Loaded Baseball and Softball Academy is your one-stop place for your baseball needs, providing cage rentals, private lessons, turf infield, and all your name brand products. Bases Loaded Baseball and Softball Academy is proud to support the Hudson Hornets on Next Play Sports. 0-1. That one's fouled on the left field line over to the cages. Take a roll and go hit some bleachers. Hopefully no soccer fans. The game over there just wrapped up. So Graves ahead 0-2. So you can put him out here. It's a touch high. It's close. Count now 1-2. Graves breaking ball. That one misses low. 2-2. Graves trying to get him with the payoff pitch there. Just couldn't get him to go around. Two balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, that one's high, and that one misses. So we're back to a full. And the pitch. Does he get the outside corner? No. 3 straight walks to start off the top of the second for Delbert. I actually love this, you know. Coach is staying. Let's see. Coach Fitzgerald going to come out and have a quick conversation with Graves. quick conversation. Hey, you good? We're good. You good? We're good. You sure? I'm sure. Here we go. Let's get this thing going. So Graves will have a shot to work himself out of this jam here. Got corners playing in. Up the middle playing double play depth. First pitch, good stop by Roth, keeping it in front. Middle infield playing double play depth. 1-0, breaking ball missing high, 2-0. Graves throwing to McNeil, the shortstop for the Lions. Fastball missing high. A.J. Harris just trotting down to the bullpen for the Hornets. Graves behind 3-0. That one missing inside. So 4 straight walks now. Everybody will take a turn around the bases. Coach Fitz coming out one more time for another conversation. Might be buying time for Harris out in the pen. Conversation happening, and just before the Blue can get back out, Coach Fitzgerald with the trot off, and so Hornets behind 1-0. Bases loaded. Graves working against the number 9 hitter, Ward. That one's low. Snagged by Roth. One-0 for a strike. That one taken for a strike as well. 1-2. Kelly and Courtney in at the corners. Still no outs. Top of the second. Bases loaded for the Lions. Graves going to come at him here. A 1-2 count. Breaking ball, missing high. So the count may be full, actually, 3-2. Swing and a miss, didn't matter. So Graves getting the punch out. Nelson and Livingston go back to the top of their lineup. So one down, bases loaded. Livingston with a 1-0 lead. Breaking ball, swooping out of the zone. Pickoff move to first. Oh, miscommunication. Looks like it's going to be a balk. See, yeah. So miscommunication, and that run comes into score. But the reason miscommunication, Courtney wasn't even over at first, but infield now playing in. 2-0 the score. Brown at third, McNeil at second, Ruiz at the plate for Livingston. Swung and tipped straight back. I believe the count's 2-1 now. See if he can work himself out of this one. 2-1, breaking ball. Not going to get the call. 3-1 now. The 3-1. That one goes foul on third base line. So 3-1 count, one down, score 2-0. Livingston ahead of Hudson Hornets. Out would be huge here for Graves. The pitch. Swung on, popped a mile high, but going to go out of playable territory. So Grissom will take a run over there anyways, just to make sure. Three 3-2 pitch. That one's fouled straight back. Three-two taken for ball four. So bases back loaded. Big cut from Sieg. Comes up empty. Harris still ready over in the pins, staying loose behind the Hornet dugout. 0-1. That one comes inside Roth. Slightly mishandled it, but able to keep the runners at bay. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, another huge cut. Count now at 1-2. One more time for Graves, looking for out number 2. Got him looking. It's a good pitch from Graves. Digging deep, finding it. Still able to keep this very manageable right now for the Hornets. 2 runs, you can get out of it with that, but you're going up against a tall task in Compton here. Third baseman for Livingston. Bases loaded here, 2 down. The pitch coming from Delbert. Fastball gets the outside corners. Seems like he's found the zone with the fastball here as of late. 0-1 on the way. I'm missing outside. Off-speed pitch. One. Got him fooled with the breaking ball there. Now it goes to 1-2. One strike away from really working out of a big jam here. Force anywhere, the pitch coming. Wow. That's tough.
It's there, bud. Killing me.
So now it's 2-2. I say throw it right there one more time. Make him call it again. Let's see. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, nope. Count's full.
Right here, let's go.
3-2, high and inside. We'll run, we'll walk in.
You know there's a lower half to the strike zone.
That was somebody different. And it wasn't me.
So McNeil going to third. Hurries up to second. You're hearing a little fan interaction here with the home plate umpire. Graves will check out. In comes A.J. Harris. We'll cut to a quick break and be right back here on Next Play Sports. Welcome back here. New pitcher A.J. Harris for the Hudson Hornets. Not too often where you see the starter go 1 2/3 without allowing a hit and getting pulled, but the walk's the issue here in this one. Fastball missing high from Harris. Graves responsible for all the runners on the bases. Surrendered 3 so far. Fastball high, that's 2-0 now. Going against Haynes, the catcher. Only hitter not to bat for Livingston in this half inning. Check swing on the ground over to first, should be able to get the Hornets out of the inning. Courtney, we're going over to touch the bag at first, and Livingston able to hang 3 up on the board here in the top of the second. We move to the bottom half in a moment. Thanks for joining us here on Next Play Sports. Go back here. Going to the bottom half of the second inning. Livingston leading 3-0 over the Hudson Hornets. We're off at the plate. I say he checked his swing. Roth, Slaga, and Preston Kelly do up this half inning for the Hornets. Missing in, 2 balls. Two swung on, tip back into the glove, making it now 2-1. We're off batting 143. Now count goes 3-1. Roth has walked 1 time so far this season. The 3-1 pitch from Seek. Fastball down the pipe, challenged him there, and pitcher won on that one, 3-2. It's a breaking ball. Roth drawing the walk. We'll have a courtesy runner coming out for him. Guessing, let's see. Clifton. It's Clifton coming in to run for him. Cade Clifton. So Blake Slaga stepping up now. First pitch fouled straight back for Blake, 167 hitter. Preston Kelly. On deck. Slaga taking a breaking ball low. Taking the count 1-1. In there for a strike. Counts 1-2. One-two breaking ball well outside. Well, maybe Seek may have lost a grip on it. Hornets' largest deficit they faced. They were down 1-0 to West Rusk, and that quickly turned around, but Slaga strikes out looking. Preston Kelly now stepping in. Kelly drew a walk against Garrison this morning. Didn't see him against West Rusk, and has a single, so technically he's 1 for 1 on the year, batting 1,000. Can't do much better than that. Kelly takes the first pitch for a ball. Fastball getting the outside edge, 1-1 now. Off move to first, and Clifton back in safely, no problem. One big cut, runner going. Clifton in safely as the ball run rolls to center. Hornets, where hits are come by, still seeking out the first hit of the game for them. Clifton able to swipe it back and hopefully instigate some offense. Next pitch taken for a ball. Count's evened up at 2-2. Just joining us here on the radio, 3-0 score. Livingston ahead of Hudson here in the bottom of the second. Seat coming from the stretch. Time called at the plate though by Preston Kelly. Big swing and a miss from Kelly. Strikeout victim for Seek, his second back-to-back batters. Harris batting in place of Delbert Graves. Subbed him out. Harris taking ball 1. Cut on that one. 1-1. Foul ball hit straight back. Now 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at first for Hudson. Seek having a strong game. Swing and a miss. So after surrendering a leadoff walk to Remington Roth, Seek comes back with 3 straight strikeouts, and the Hornets still trail 3-0 as we move on to the top of the third. Be back in a moment here on Next Play Sports. Welcome back here, top of the third inning. Hornets trailing 3-0 to the Livingston Lions. Chris Simmons with you here on the call. A.J. Harris, the pitcher for the Hornets, came in and got a crucial out last half inning with bases loaded in relief of Delbert Graves, who checked out of this one, going 1 2/3, allowing 3 earned runs. No hits, though, 4 strikeouts, but here's the kicker, the 7 walks. Just couldn't quite get it going, especially there in that second inning. 0-1 count to leadoff batter. They came in and snagged him. Leggett up to bat right now. A hit right back up the middle. Leadoff single. Cow sub taking the first pitch, strike. Oh, 1 breaking ball, that one's in there. A slurve looking 0-2. Oh, 2 fastball a little low. So 1-2 count now for Harris. The slider missing way outside, just gonna get past Roth. Made a good effort, just couldn't quite get there with a wild pitch. So count 2-2. Foul ball hit straight back. Two, got him looking. AJ gets a strikeout looking. Brown will step in now. 1 down, runner at second base. First pitch to Brown. I believe I was taking for a ball. I gotta admit, I was jotting a note down here in my scorebook and didn't quite see it. Yeah, 1-0 count, now make it 2-0. Throw around behind the runner. Just keep him honest. He's back safely. The count to 3-0. Taken for a strike, 3-1. Now it goes full, 3-2. Thanks for joining in here. Top of the third inning. Foul down the first base line, so we'll try it one more time, Harris. Good job battling here. This third inning brought to you by Palmer and Ross Dental Group. Palmer and Ross Dental Group is your premier stop for any and all dental needs. Dr. David Palmer, Dr. Amy Ross excel both in general as well as cosmetic dentistry. As the walk is drawn by Brown. Runners at first and second. They also excel at Dr. David Palmer and Dr. Amy Ross excel in both general and cosmetic dentistry as well as orthodontics. Call 639-GRIN today for your appointment at Palmer and Ross Dental Group. Those just want to say thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you may be listening or watching in here tonight on Next Play Sports. Share the word, spread the word about. Give us a quick share on the page. We might start doing some giveaways. I've got a guy who loves to give away some stuff. We may have to do some talking, having some fun with the broadcast, but just to let everybody know about the feed happening that we're intending to do this for all the home games this season. Harris working against the shortstop McNeil. But Harris is behind 2-0 to the batter. Day 2, the finale of the Brandon Bell Classic. Now the count's 3-0. The pitch. Taken for a strike, 3-1.
Nice
3-1, now 3-2. The count's full. The narrative to this point has been just Hornets facing pitchers that struggle to find the strike zone, and I have a little bit of that concern ourselves. Pegged batter. So bases find themselves loaded one more time. Coach Kimball coming out to the mound here for mound visit. Colin Ross coming to pitch. Just got to see Ross a little bit earlier this morning. Take a quick break and tell you about how he did this morning and what we can look for here. Thanks for listening and watching here on Next Play Sports. And welcome back here. Colin Ross, relief pitcher for the Hornets. We saw Ross come in and an inning earlier today. Got 2 strikeouts, no hits, no walks surrendered, so strong performance by him, low on the pitch count overall, but he inherits a mess. One down, bases loaded, but comes in just as, prototypical as he does. He's going to come in and pound the strike zone and does that on the first pitch. 0-1 count for him. Going against the 9 spot in Ward. 0-1, Ross coming now. Pop up hit. Going to be in foul territory. Carson Courtney, can he make the play? Yes. Makes the play. He keeps the runner at bay over at third base. So a couple pitches in and out. That's just what the doctor ordered there for the Hornets. Back at the top of the lineup, though, for Livingston. So 2 down, Ross has a chance here to do a good job and get out of a mess. Hornets trailing 3-0, top of the third. Bases loaded for Livingston for the second straight inning. Breaking ball missing high. Taken. Hard hit ball going over to short. Warren going to scoop it, throws to second, but throws behind Chandler Spencer running to the bag. 1-2 will score.
Let's go!
Got the ground ball you're looking for. Defense, only the second error committed this season.
Let's go!
So Reeves ended up over at first. Score 5-0. Runners on the corners, 2 down, East 6. Brought in Leggett and Brown. Oh, 1, make it 0-2. Go for 2 tonight for the Lions. Faking the throw down to second. Won't bait the runner into trying to go home. Sign coming in, runners to second, third now. Foul ball hit out of play, 1-2. Livingston just adding to the lead here, 5-0 in the top of the third. One-two pitch from Colin. Breaking ball, breaking too short of the plate. Evens things up at 2-2. Two foul straight back one more time. 2-2 one more time. Wasn't a bad here from Seek. He's staying in it. Two's wild, breaking ball, missing high. Count now full.
Let's go right here now.
3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit hard over to Courtney. Backhanded, hustling to first, touches the bag. We're out number 3. Hornets finally able to get out of that one. Livingston, though, adding 2 to their total. 5-0 your score. Hornets come back looking to get the offense going in the bottom of the 3rd. They'll be sitting to the plate. Ashton Grissom, Chandler Spencer, and Colin Ross will be right back here on Next Play Sports. Back here at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ashton Grissom due up first for the Hudson Hornets. Ashton Grissom, Chandler Spencer, and Colin Ross. First pitch swinging for Grissom. Seek has had just a great game for Livingston so far to this point. No hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Hasn't let a runner get past second base yet for Hudson. Just, it does seem a little odd after going with games of 13-1, 11-1, 9-0. The 1-1 swung on, hit hard, left field line. Count now 1-2. Breaking ball came in to get the corner. Seek now with 4 strikeouts. 2 looking, 2 swinging. Chandler Spencer steps in. Popped out to left field in the 1st. Spencer taking fastball high and away for ball 1. Next pitch misses as well, 2-0. Two 3-0 now. 3-0. Now take it 3-1. The fastball must have grazed the inside corner. That one missing away, and Spencer draws it a walk. Walk number 7 on the season. So Ross coming up. He walked in the first inning. Second time through the lineup here for the Hornets. Seeing if maybe they can make some adjustments, figure out some timings here with Seek. This lefty that's had really good stuff tonight. That fastball missing outside, hit around. Looked like one of his hotter pitches. One 0 pickoff. Spencer was going on the move and ends up still being safe at second. Could have been in trouble, but worked it out. So Ross with a chance to drive somebody in. Hits one in the air towards right field. That's going to be playable. But he drops the ball. Ward couldn't get it. He just missed it. I mean, that one just flat out missed. Spencer hustling around third. Will he make it home in time? Yes, he will. He's safe. Ross now trying to make it to third as the ball went past the catcher. Nobody backing him up. And there's a little juice for the Hornets, a little energy. You'll take it. Pretty ugly or anything in between. You'll take it just to get a run up on the board. If it's an error from the other team, let's take it and roll. 5-1 now your score. So 5-1 the score. That one's hit by Warren, right center field deep and high in the air, going to be short. Ward will make the catch this time. Courtesy runner for Ross comes in to score. That courtesy runner, Paul Slatter. So Warren did a good job with the sac fly there. Carson Courtney coming up now. Oh, one, he chased the breaking ball. Thrown by Seek, so now he's behind 0-2 with 2 down. Hornets did put 2 up on here so far. Oh, 2, that one misses. Taking out 1-2. That one missing high and away. Carson entered tonight with 7 for 9 now, with an average of 778. He grounded out to second, so just dropped the average astronomically down to just a measly 700. Been seeing the ball well. Hadn't really got the ball up, but putting it, hitting it hard low on the ground. Getting on for hits. 2-2 could use one here and chase the breaking ball. It bounced. Catcher Haynes getting out to make the throw to first. Got it in time to complete the strikeout. Hornets come back with 2 runs of their own here at the bottom of the third. We'll move to the fourth and we'll be back in a moment here on Next Play Sports. back here in top of the fourth. Score 5-2. Livingston ahead of Hudson. Here at the Brandon Bell Classic. Happy with you on Next Play Sports. Chris Simmons, partner in crime behind the scenes. Dre Garcia bringing you tonight's broadcast. Facebook Live at nextplay.co, and as well as the radio broadcast at nextplay.co. You can find it there. Fastball missing high from Colin Ross. Third pitcher of the game for the Hornets. Came in relief last inning. Well, make it 2-0 now. It's fastball missing up. Compton up right now for the Lions. Get the foul tip back into the netting. So at this point, Ross has just got to, it's all about keeping your team in the game. Keep it close. Keep it within, arm's reach and trust your offense to get the work done. The foul ball, that goes out 2-2. And Ross, typically, he's going to throw strikes. He's going to attack the zone. He's going to trust his defense. Defense did commit an error earlier, and that's always tough. You still got to trust them and depend on the fact that, hey, they've been very, very good all the rest of the season. Hard hit ball over to Spencer. One hop. That's a perfect hop for him to get over to first base for the out. Chest high hop makes it pretty easy for out number one. Compton now 0 for 2 with a walk. Haynes stepping up. Haynes struck out and grounded out to first base. Ross getting the inside corner on that one. Called strike. One swung back. Now Ross ahead 0-2. Little spurts like that. You still got time on the time limit here, which this game started right at 8:15. It's hour 50, so got even playing it safe till 10 o'clock. Breaking ball bounces and hits off or off. Umpire going to buy him a few moments to shake it off. So with the 1-2 count, defense looks very similar to what it was in pregame, except the fact that Ross is now on the mound. Matthew Gardner's in center, and he's chasing that one down off a hard rip. Chase it down to the warning track, going around second, headed for third. He'll be in there sliding, but an unnecessary one is down, a triple. Haynes with a triple. Turn the energy up for the Lions. Haynes, the catcher, will have a courtesy runner come in for him. Courtesy runner number 2, Washington. Here at the top of the fourth. One down, big cut from Leggett. Leggett scored twice here tonight, single and a walk. 1, hit a mile up in the air. Grissom trying to get a track on it. I mean, that's not Grissom out in right field. Runner comes in to score on the sac fly. Score now 6-2. First pitch taken by Coas for a ball. Matthew Gardner in center. 1-0, make it 2-0. Colby Turner in right now for the Hornets. 2-1 count as a swing and a miss from Coas. Grounder hit over right side of the infield. The scoop, the toss to Ross, touching the bag, and that's out number 3. Livingston putting 1 run up on the board. There in the top half of the 4th, we'll come back. Livingston leading 6-2. Here on Next Play Sports. Welcome back here, bottom of the 4th inning. Hudson trailing 6-2. Remington Roth, Blake Slaga, Preston Kelly duo this half inning, pending any lineup changes. We'll announce them as they happen. Roth taking the first pitch for a ball from Seek, who at this point through 3 innings, giving up 2 runs, 1 of those earned. 1-0, big cut from Roth. Came up empty, 1-1. What's crazy is Hudson still yet to get a base hit in this one. 5 strikeouts for Seek. Ralph, that's a great piece of hitting on that one. Taking the breaking ball, going opposite field, right center field. Ralph grounding first, going to second. He'll be a stand-up double. I mean, that's just taking what the pitcher gives you on it, not trying to do too much with the driving into right center field. So Slaga steps in. First base hit of the game for Hudson there. Livingston only has 2. Clift and the runner for Roth gets thrown out on the bobble Thought he might have had it. So Clifton thrown out at third. Thought he had maybe a little more time from Roth. Fans displeased with Hudson with the call on the play. I didn't see it close enough to make an argument. So 1 ball, no strikes. It's like 2-1. Breaking ball. Stays in as well, 2-2. New pitcher here for Livingston. Seek was pulled. Guess I should have made that note there at the top half of the inning, but Seek went 3 innings without allowing a hit. Without allowing a hit. Swing and a miss for Slaga. He strikes out. That's 2 down for the Hornets. Seek only checked out of this one, only giving up 1 earned. 2 runs total, 1 of those earned. Preston Kelly up now. Breaking ball. Missing away. Missing high and inside. 1-1. Probably 2-0. It's high and away. 3-0 now. So a 4-pitch walk drawn by Preston Kelly. Gardner coming out to the bat. Gardner hitting the spot of Delbert Graves / A.J. Harris. Now it's Gardner's turn. Step in there, left-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. Makes a big cut on the breaking ball on first pitch. Tomorrow's schedule for the Hornets. We'll show it to you here in between. And this is all relatively tentative, but things could change, and talk about that in just a moment. But next break opportunity, we'll show you the schedule. 0-1, that one's line foul. Come over to Mr. Adams' classroom at the high school. So Gardner now behind 0-2. Ashton Grissom on deck for Hudson. The pitch. Fastball way high. Ball and 2 strikes. Strikeout pitch got him. Strikeout finishes off the inning. The Hornets retired there in the 4th without putting any runs up on the board. Score 6-2. Here's the upcoming schedule during this next break. Check it out here on the bottom right. You see tomorrow's schedule. West Ruskin started off against Garrison. Garrison playing back-to-back and take on Livingston. Hudson scheduled first game tomorrow is at 1:30, taking on Crosby. And then scheduled to play 8:15 against Northside. If anything changes, we'll make sure to post an update and keep you informed. And welcome back. We're here, top of the 5th. We're all still on the mound for Hudson Hornets, trailing 6-2. Livingston only putting up 2 hits on the board. Us only 1 so far. Golly, where was that missing? First pitch to leadoff hitter Brown. Brown's walked twice in this one. He smacks that one though into right field. Grissom going to throw it over to first and try to make a play for the force. It's not in time, but not a bad idea out there in right. Hard hit ball like that, giving you the opportunity, but it's a single for Brown. Breaking ball, missing outside. That one's hit hard. Right center field. Let's see if you got a read on it. Gardner diving, making the catch. We're now number 1, excellent extension there, making the grab. Number 9 hole, hitter Ward coming up. Got a sub coming in. Finley actually be the new batter now for Finley was a sub for Ward now, who's on the mound. He'll step up with 1 down, score 6-2. Hudson trailing in this one. Big cut. Fastball. Man, just won't get that call. Ross keeping it all around zone right now. 1-1. Count now 2-2 or 2-1. Pardon me, I'll figure out how to talk. These late games, folks. Y'all know if you listened last night. Later it gets a little crazy, I think it get. My estimation, most likely going to be the last inning here in this one. Pick off, move to first. Trying to keep him close, keep him honest.
Go, Colin. Oh, really?
1-2. Up in the zone. Out at second. It's a force. 2 down. Get the lead runner out. And Ruiz will come up now, top of the lineup for the Lions. The runner at first base. Hey, if you're watching in tonight here on Facebook, let us know. Might get some shout outs in the game tomorrow. Would love to do that for you. Two down. Fastball missing high.
Go, Colin.
Blowing away 2-0 now. That one should be in there. You have to strike.
Go all the way back, kid.
Two 2-1, fouled straight back. Now make it 3-1. Twos across the board here. Rouse a chance to work out of it and get the Hornets one more chance to get some runs across, tie this thing up, maybe even take the lead. Breaking ball. Missing. The runner advancing up to third, or second, pardon me. See, I told you guys. That's what happens. Full count, breaking ball, driven into the left. Slaga gonna have a playoff of one bounce. Relay. Reeves getting the single. Two runners on now for the Lions. Seek stepping up. Ross working from the stretch, running to second, third for him. First pitch missed an outside for ball one. One-oh. On fouled straight back out of play, evens things up 1-1. Take it now 2-1.
Go, Colin.
2-1. That one's fouled back. Over by some kids that are playing right now. Count Back to 2-2, 1 strike away from getting out of the inning of the Hornets. The 2-2 pitch swung on. That one's just forced in the left, and a great sliding catch by Blake Slaga coming in. Oh, excellent plays by the outfield there that half inning. So no runs put up by the Lions there in the top of the 5th. Hornets trailing 6-2. We come back in a moment with more here on Next Play Sports. And we'll go back here, bottom of the 5th inning. Score 6-2. Ashton Grissom, leadoff hitter for the Hornets, working against Finley of the Lions. Lions held scoreless during the top of the 5th. Breaking ball, not called a strike. Another breaking ball, missing high. So we go 2-0 now. Bunt shown, pulled back, called a strike. So 2-1. Hornets going to make Finley throw something to him in the zone, as they've done a good job of really most of the tournament. 2-1 count, swung on, missed by Grissom, but Hornets working from behind after that second, third inning, giving up 5 runs between each. Graves just had a tough time tonight getting control, and that's why he only went an inning and 2/3, surrendering 7 walks in that span. Fisted off the handle over to short. Grissom hustling all the way, and he'll make it to first, no problem, after the ball rolls under the glove of first baseman. Grissom now takes second. Well, the throw went wild. Second error of the game for the Lions. The Hornets back at the top of the lineup, and maybe a little chance to cook up some magic here. Chandler Spencer walked and popped up to left field. Pickoff move. Kind of a clunky pickoff throw. You call that one strike? Yeah. 0-1 count to Spencer. Grissom over at second. Wind fairly dead. A little breeze, but nothing to push the flag out one way or another. Out in center field. Count now 1-1. The pitch. Gets by the catcher. Grissom now over at third. Gotta score that one a pass ball. Two balls and a strike. Runner at third base for the Hornets, threatening to bring in run number 3. Pitch. Good job by the catcher, Haynes, keeping it in front of him for Livingston, but counts now at 3-1. So yeah, don't sleep on the Hornets here with the chance to make some late night magic happen here at Gibson Field. Three-1 missing. And no surprise, Spencer John walked number 8 on the season. 2 a game so far. The streak continues for him. But also, not just having a base runner now, but having a fast base runner for Hudson. Chance to really make some stuff happen. You got Colin Ross up, Hank Warren, Carson Courtney. I mean, it's all here. All the makings of it are right before your eyes. We'll see with nobody out. Runners at the corners. Pick off. Faking it to third, coming back over to first. Gotta be careful there too, because that throws almost a little wild from Finley on the mound. Pitch coming to Ross. That was looked up a little bit, but take it for a strike. That might be one he looks to just unload on next if he has the chance. Pitch coming. That one breaks away. Bring things to 1-1. In the inside corner. So 1-2 now. A 1-2. Breaking ball, waits on it, hits it over to third base. He'll throw to second, gets one out. Won't make a throw to first. One run comes across though for Hudson. Spencer thrown out, going to second. Hank Warren stepping in. Pick off move, Ross back in safely. Breaking ball, missing away, gets behind the catcher. Ross will move up to second, no problem. Well, defensive swapping around here for the Lions. I think you got to anticipate the pickoff move, right? I mean, you move the shortstop to center field. Maybe there's some trickery about to happen with, I don't know. Just a thought. It was an odd swap, but whoa, golly. Right off the helmet. Warren seemingly okay. He's going to walk down to first base. Just off the noggin. Kept on going. Carson Courtney, though, with a chance here. Courtney 0 for 2. Remington Roth on deck. Ross at second base. Warren over at first. Tying run at the plate, and Carson Courtney. That was a swing for the fences from Carson. A little bit ahead of the breaking ball.
You got this, Carson. Hey, swim me base runner. Pick yours.
So 0-1. One down. Warner's trailing by 3. The pitch coming. Hard hit ball on the ground. Scooped up by Compton at third. Thought about throwing over to first. Doesn't. Out number 2 recorded.
All right, Ram. Hey, keep us alive. Get the next man up.
Roth comes up. A walk and a double. Livingston and out away from finishing this one off here.
Get the next man up the bat right here.
Slaga on deck for the Hornets. Pitch. Missing low. It's a 1-0 count. Breaking ball, good job on the play by Haynes, keeping that one in front. And the runners staying put. Two-0 count. Pitch to Roth. It's fouled back. Goes 2-1.
Base runner right here.
2-1. Not coming quite yet. Finley wanted to step off and gather some time here. A little quick conversation, Haynes and Finley. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch coming. Breaking ball coming across high. Count goes 3-1. Chased it. Take the count full. So 3-2 the pitch. Breaking ball missing high, and that's a walk. So Hornets with bases loaded. Clifton coming in to run for him. Warren at third, Courtney second. Clifton over at first running for Roth, and Blake Saga coming up to the plate. Actually a winning run at the plate right now for Hudson. First pitch coming to Slaga. Taking the first strike.
Still looking for yours, kid.
Next pitch, a breaking ball swung on and missed.
Battle, kid. Shorten up. Make contact. Make a play. Drive it down the middle. Let's go.
So the 0-2. Breaking ball got him on the front foot. And that's going to finish it off, folks. Final score 6-3 here in this one. Hornets' first loss of the season. We'll be back at it tomorrow, folks. Game start at 1:30. Unless schedule changes, we'll let you know about it, but not anticipating that at least early in the day. So I want to thank you for joining us. For Jay Garcia, my apologies if I can get the words out. Time to go to bed, y'all. I'm Chris Simmons. Thanks for joining for Hudson Hornet Baseball here on Next Play Sports. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. We'll recap this one and bring you the stats and all the latest information. Thanks so much. This has been Hudson Hornet Baseball on Next Play Sports.
What?